Sorry for the smart classroom can't work with me. We will talk today about universal forces. Universal forces is three types: attraction force, electromagnetic forces, and a nuclear force. Nuclear force can be represented as two or classified as two types: weak and strong. For activity to show the gravitational force, if we kick the ball gently by your foot, object move when a proper force is acted on it. When we change the direction, okay, the also the ball changes the direction. What is meant by force? It is attempt effect and effect attempts to change attempts يعني يحاول يعني يغير to change the object place from being static to motion or vice versa, or attempts the change of motion, like when you push your friend will move. When you attract or pull your friend, your friend will move towards you. And when we go to the restaurant, Kentucky, McDonald's, we push the door by my hand, so the door open inside. We pull the door will attract it toward the outside. Okay, attraction force. What is meant by attraction force? Attraction force is related to the gravity. Gravity is the attraction force of Earth, and we know that the gravity happened due to this. There is a center of Earth filled by substance, the core of the Earth filled by substance like nickel, titanium, and something like that. When we try to raise the object upward, what happened? Oh, it is very hard. If its weight is high, if its mass is high, that means there is a weight. There is a weight due to the attraction between the object and the earth. Here, the boy tried to raise an object 5 kilogram. He have difficulty to raise 5 kilogram, but 2 kilogram, 1 kilogram, it is easy. As the mass increase, as the weight increase, as the force of gravity increase, okay, as the mass of the object increases, as the weight of the object becomes larger, so we can't raise the object easily if its weight is high. The force which attracts object to the earth is to the center of this called weight. What is meant by weight? What is meant by weight? Weight, it is the earth's ability to attract object. The earth's ability to attract object like that, like if we have an object like the pen falls down, that means there is attraction for the pen. When Isaac Newton found it inside behind or under the trees, apple trees, one apple falls down and hit his head. What happened? He said what? He said, Eureka, Eureka, I found it. That means if he know that there is attraction force, sure, there is attraction force that attracts the object downward, okay? Attraction force that attracts the object downward. How can you calculate the weight of the object? Mass times gravity, and you know that in the last year you studied that. You have studied that. Calculate the weight of the object, 100 kilogram. 100 kilogram is the mass, gravity 9.8, so the weight will be 100 times 9.8, which equal Newton, 100 Newton. Okay, we can draw a triangle to make the relation much easier. Mass times gravity under the pyramid or the triangle, and the weight is up. Observation. If we talk about electromagnetic forces, what is electromagnetic forces? When the current flows inside the wire, it will generate magnetic field. Okay, that is figure represent an electromagnet. What is electromagnet? It is a magnet, temporary يعني مؤقت. Attract any iron filling or iron pieces when the electric current flows through the wire. Here is a soft iron soft iron نيل، المسمار الخشاب العادي ده اسمه soft iron نيل، مسمار العادي is surrounded by a wire solenoid as a coil. What is meant by coil? It turns. This turns is called solenoid. When the wire turns into the soft iron like that, what happened? And we connected that with the battery. Coil wire in a spiral form بشكل حلزوني around the plastic tube, but we will replace it by a soft iron and we connect it to the battery. Electric current has a magnetic effect. Why? Because attract the magnet, attracts the pieces, the iron pieces. Electromagnet is made up of isolated copper wire coiling around a bar of soft iron. Why soft iron? Because soft iron is characterized by it attract magnetized easily, can be magnetized easily، يعني ممكن يتحول لمغناطيس بسهولة. But it lose its magnetism after cutting of the current. يعني بعد ما نفقد الكهرباء يبقى يتحول السوفت ايرون ده لايه؟ لايرن عادي مش ماجنت. لكن اول ما وصله بالكهرباء بيتحول لماجنت وبنقول عليه الكتروماجنت. made up of isolated copper wire، لازم يكون سلك معزول من النحاس عشان ما يلمسوش في بعض، سلك معزول من النحاس، وانه يعمل له ايه؟ كويلنج يعني يلفه حوالين السوفت ايرون. وقلنا ليه السوفت ايرون عنده ايه؟ high permeability for the magnetic field. When electric current passes through it works as a magnet. When the electric current passes through it acts as a magnet. Sure, it acts as a magnet. Sure. Here a figure for a big electromagnet. We use it in the iron crab to lift the iron crab. What is meant by iron crab؟ يعني بنخش في ساحة الخرد. iron crab يعني الحديد المتقطع، السيارات اللي عاملة حوادث بتبقى حتت صغيرة. فبنعمل ايه؟ we use electromagnet as iron crab to lift iron crab عشان يجمع الحديد والقطع الحديد الصغيرة. تمام. طيب بنستخدمه في ايه كمان؟ electric winches to lift scrap iron او iron scrap. car parts، اجزاء الايه السيارات الصغيره المتقطعه. هنا بقى الرسمه اللي قدامك دي عباره عن ايه؟ electric bells، الجرس الكهربائي القديم ده